You're American communist?
Yes, we're carrying on tradition. We're carrying on my ancestors' tradition.
Today I went to my hometown's July 4th event to distribute propaganda I put together. I had it printed at Office Depot and then stapled it into a book-like opening. Altogether, I had 50 copies to distribute.
American Revolution is not over. So, out here today at the July 4th of Anchorage, Alaska, we're out here giving principles of the American Communist spirit. We have a history of our socialist principles from the socialist utopian spirits experiments we had even before the Paris Commune, and we also had our socialism during Reconstruction when we had the black slaves were now in political power and political majority, and we're able to have a good time. But then there was a reaction. The Ku Klux Klan is along with the others, ripped out these people from their offices, destroyed them, and they're still in power ever since. They destroyed this society, and they're continuing to siphon off the resources. We talk how the people we fought against in 1776 were never really, they never really left. They just changed different shapes. And with the Civil War, it was not just a war, it was a Second American Revolution, as we had 4 million black slaves leave as basically the largest general strike ever. They decided what happened with the Union. Got papers, got propaganda.
At first, I chose a spot where the political groups were gathering out of the way of their tents. They're all in front of me.
We'll be here for, say, 5 more minutes, and then we're going to try the middle of the event itself. Don't really know what to say, to be honest. I mean, there's not much we can say. Most people are trying to have a good time, enjoy the day, forget about what's going on. We just must understand communism is native to this land. My ancestors practiced it, many other ancestors practiced it. We influence the settlers that then practice it, their democracy that's inspired by us. And we had our American socialist utopian experiments even before the Paris Commune. And this is never really recognized as the fact it is. Alaska first. We got the Alaska first thing today. We got no rent, no landlords, no war, no tax, and that our resources as Alaskans belong to us. Hello, sir. You for the USA? You want to learn about us?
For the USA?
Yeah. So we had people's communes even before the Paris Commune. We had true democracy with Reconstruction, and then they didn't like how people were getting free programs, public schooling. And if we think about it, the same people that fucked up Reconstruction are still in power. Why would they want to bring us more democracy?
Well, the money's always been in power.
It's always been a thing. Because, you think about hunter-gatherer society, you got agriculture. You just got to be strong, powerful enough to start making your own empire. And so that's kind of why you get the powerful greediness, sin of evil, or sin of greed, essentially.
Money, greed. That's what it is.
Yeah. And so I'll read that, pass it around to people that are politically active. That's all I want.
I got you.
You have any opinions about current America?
You don't want to hear my opinion.
We want to hear all the people's opinions.
Current America is too divisive is what it is.
I would agree with you. The philosopher I listened to, he said where's divisive, more divisive than back into the Civil War period.
We lost our sense of community is what it is.
I would agree with that too.
That's the biggest problem. Going back to your power. The powers that be have us fighting amongst ourselves instead of joining together and make ourselves better.
There were attempts early on in the founding between the small white farmers that's recognized that, hey, that dude can organize, buy all these people, don't have to pay them, and then he's going to buy my land eventually. So those small farmers started organizing with the slaves, and that's when they started making racism and pushing that heavily, because you can't have those two people unite.
No. Just gotta be people working together. That's all it is.
I agree with you, sir.
There you go.
Well, have a good day.
Hey, you too. Have a good one.
Anybody who stands out there with a sign like that, I gotta stop.
You gotta stop. Yeah, I'm Alaskan. I come from up north in Canada. Well, the border kind of crossed us because I'm Gwich'in. But I'm out here trying to just give people awareness of our history that has kind of been suppressed. We had communal existence even before the Paris Commune, and then we even had a pretty good democracy during Reconstruction. It's just, I mean, like, you can't have free public schools. That would, it's said more in there.
I gotta catch up.
It's only one page. It's only one page, sir. Have a good day.
All right.
Now, explaining things ain't the best strong suit, I would say. Trying to do that quick and give a good summer. St. Mary's going to switch soon. You want to learn about America's revolutionary tradition against the people that exploit us?
What's that?
We fought the British, and the British are now back in power, essentially. Because Israel is set up with the help of British banks.
You're American communist?
Yes, we're carrying on tradition. We're carrying on my ancestors' tradition. Whoa, you see, I'm really un-American, sir. You hate our freedom of speech. See that, sir? See, so...
Dude, tell me one country that is communist that has the freedom to let you...
Oh, none of them. Because none of the countries that have become communist exist in democracies. They've all come from autocracies, monarchies. They've never had a democracy tradition.
Have you ever...
But they've always housed the people.
Have you ever been told what to do?
Yeah. And authority exists in the world. You can't have anarchism. That would be some babies, we don't want to do anything type of behavior.
You should have been aborted.
When people throw insults and don't want to have a discussion, they don't have the intelligence as to think about ideas. They just want to hate on you because you are some type of stereotype within their head. That man wanted one communist country to have freedom of speech. Well, China got more freedom of speech, but you can't, hate against the government. You can't just talk against Xi Jinping because that man doing greatness. You can't just make up lies just because you want to. Maybe your opinion, but it's not right.
You're not playing.
I'm not. I'm trying to think. You want a paper?
Sir?
You want a paper? Only 2 pages?
A paper?
Yep.
A paper.
Talking about America's revolutionary tradition.
Oh yeah, how we do it. We need it like the French did it when they were like, and we're like.
We sparked every revolution there is to be. It was the French, then it was the Paris Commune, then it was Marx, then it was the USSR, then it was Mao. Like every revolution has ever happened. They always talk about America. We just have the same people in power we fought against.
Yeah.
Exactly it.
So nice, Have our PFTs actually go to us instead of the fucking. Oh, puppy!
All right. Well, have a good day.
You don't know how to manage this song, it's okay. What I encourage you to do is get right in the middle of the people that do know how to do it and test their patience. That's important. It's very good entertainment for us. First, come on out. Don't be shy. Get right in there. They're good people. Come on up. All right. This guy here is
Would you like to read about America? Would you like to read about America, our traditions?
I know the tradition.
Well, I mean, like we had a community, basically, how we have we had socialist experiments before even the Paris Commune because we had the frontier and we could work as a community. And then we also had a government by the people in Reconstruction era
but the Ku Klux Klan and the other people, they crushed and got rid of those politicians, and that same apparatus that got rid of the democracy in the South is still in power. So what I'm getting at is,
I know what you're getting at.
we got corruption.
Yeah, it's good. It's on both sides.
Exactly, I agree with you.
But there's no way we go without. There was no way we'd ever come to that, ever, because somebody's got to pay. Somebody's got to pay for stuff that you get for free.
Exactly. I just don't think someone should live without working. Like,
Well,
if you,
and I agree with that.
I just think landlords are people like the builders are the ones that actually work to do that house.
The landlord has to maintain it.
Well, why are we paying $2,000? Like,
Money they pay your rent,
we could use our money to pay the repairs, and it would actually, we get more money essentially.
Well, they're supposed to. Whether they do or not, that's a whole other story. But I'm going to let it go for right now. But thank you for your input.
Thank you. Am I fine here? Am I fine here? Is this your booth?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright. I'm not selling anything, just talking. Yeah. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
How are you today?
I'm good.
You want to learn about America?
What's that?
If you just read the bulletin points, you'll get the main message.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, madam. Would you like to read about America? Pass it along to people you know that are political. Thank you.
Their children.
Would you like to read about America?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The party or the
It's a 2-year-old party. It comes from the fact that CPUSA, they broke their party constitution by not allowing the membership to try to stop supporting Democrats. And so the people that were trying to stop supporting the Democrats in the old Communist Party got together to reconstitute it so we could actually build a workers' party.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is when I realized that I dropped my magnetic mic at the last location and had to go grab it. Would you guys like to read? Would you guys like to read? Only 2 pages. Pass it around. He said I had to catch him earlier for him to have read it. Then approached a independence patriot walking around in an independence uniform with an American flag. But there's something wrong about it. The same way there's something wrong about us being a quarter of a century away from 1776. We fought the British, but now the British are in control? Do you know who funded the early settlements of Israel? It was the Rothschilds with the help of other British banksters. It was the British that gave the land to the Zionists after they stole it from the Ottomans. And now the British Israeli Zionists have outsized influence in our government. They are the West military base in the Middle East, committing a genocide against the Palestinians and massacring its neighbors. Fuck Israel. Hello, sir. Would you like to read? Only 2 pages. Pass it around to your political friends.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
No rent, no landlord.
We're an American Communist Party. I'm just trying to get people together because it takes a while for politics to reach Alaska, as you might know. So it's a reading group, but I wrote about it's from 3 videos as the enters 3 QR codes show. That's the sources for the stuff.
Okay.
And we've just had a revolutionary tradition of government out by and for the people, and the oligarchs, the slave owners, the banksters, they've been fighting tooth and nail to make sure they can go in power, not us. Like, did you know we almost had a 30-hour work week in around FDR's time? It was 1 vote away from being passed.
I can believe that. There's other countries that have closer to that.
And so in that time, we had the Great Depression. There was
the two views of progress. One, progress of free time. We lower the work week. More people have jobs because lower work week. You can just employ more people to share the load. But no, they said no. And so the current state we have is everyone works 4 hours a week, full time, and it's not even all of them.
80 hours.
Exactly.
Who can survive on 40 hours a week?
Mm-hmm. It's like in no country, no state in the entire country can you survive on federal minimum wage.
No.
Not a single one.
Or disability.
Exactly. You can't even increase your wealth when you're a disabled person.
Nope. Or a family member of a disabled person.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that in places like Japanese, it is seen as disrespectful to tip people because it's seen as, you look poor, I'm gonna give you money for free. That's what it's seen as. It's seen as disrespectful to tip. Places like
Interesting.
Japanese.
I wonder if
Because they get enough money to live off of from
with the tipping in America, if I'm like in the South of I could pay someone $3 an hour. I remember my mom telling me she was $2 an hour plus tips, and because it was plus tips, you could justify it to the government to pay them that little.
yeah, and it's not like these companies were ever doing without.
Nope, they all survive. They're all, the biggest group on welfare is CEOs. I mean, would SpaceX exist if it wasn't just all those loans they get?
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll read up on that.
Yeah.
What was the name of the organization you were in?
American Communist Party. They're mostly
Yeah.
they're mostly in the lower 48. But it's right here. This is the 18 points of the program. If you want to read more into the details, right here. And that page brings you to the website, acp.com.
Okay.
And you can see our activity to see what we're doing in the here and now when we're not in power.
Yeah.
And then you see our constitution, which goes into basically, so you have the CPUSA, which was the old Communist Party that's been around forever.
Yeah.
Their leadership kind of broke their constitution by not allowing the membership to discuss the policy of supporting the Democrats. So there was a movement within the Communist Party to stop supporting the Democrats, and the leadership blocked it. So the ACP is those people, the real communists, that are trying to actually build an independent party separate from both of them.
Well, and the term Democrat and Republican has changed so many times over the years, so it's hard to even say that someone did or didn't do something at a certain time.
They just find
something different.
Yeah, I mean, they find whatever they can to divide us. I'm like, did you know we had small white farmers in early America that recognized that they had interest with the slave because the landlord could buy all these people, could not pay them anything, and then he would eventually buy the small white farmers' land. And so there was a movement to unionize, or basically organize, between the small white farmers and the slaves. And this is when you get the pushing out of propaganda about racism and stuff like that.
Okay. Is there a group in Anchorage that you participate with? Or?
I help with the PSL action on campus because I'm at UAA. But mostly I just be reading.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember his name because there's a guy who does a lot of social movement things.
There's you mean Michael perchance? No?
Maybe. I don't remember his name.
You know what he was connected to?
I'm trying to remember. I know I've done a lot of things with him. He's done a lot of rallies and stuff. Get a real loud deep voice. Not afraid to use it. But I'm pretty sure he's mentioned being more communistic than anything else.
And then another thing is we want to, when we actually have like an organized group, we want to, instead of just hosting protests, we want to build dual power, which would be like tenants unions, community farms, mutual aid networks, like things that support us. And when the government collapses, we survive through that. So it's institutions that survive the chaos of the American collapse.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because when I got divorced and stuff, it made more sense for me to let my house go to foreclosure and get on rental assistance because there were no programs to help with the house that I had. But there were programs to supplement rent, and the government basically just subsidized someone's mortgage who was already wealthy enough to own multiple homes.
It's like we believe the people that live in the house, maintain the house, should own the house. Like it's the principle of whoever works it, whoever maintains it, is the owner of that. Not so it's like Jim Baum's a farmer, owns his farm, not big agra, but they do own the farm and they dictate what he can do on his own farm. He can't even grow seeds too.
Yeah, there have been some
you do have to be careful about things like that because I can't think of remember the word used for it, but people who will find homes and no one lives in them for like a month, and then they become like legal tenants and can't be kicked out. That's what they're called.
Takes a lot of balls. You kind of got to be in a situation where you don't care, I guess.
Yeah.
But there's a surprisingly amount of
how long
people
the
like
house
that.
is abandoned for. But
It's not even
that
abandoned.
would be the fear mongering that people
it doesn't
say.
even have to be abandoned. Someone like you could actually be living in your own home, but if someone is also staying there long enough without you noticing, they could become legal tenants and you can't kick them out. Even if you're actually living there as well, they can also change the laws and kick you out of your own home if you're paying for it.
Yeah, I mean, people can do a lot of things. They can murder you, but they're not supposed to.
And here's the thing: murder is illegal, though. This is totally legal.
It's slavery's still legal, okay? Like as long as you did a crime, I can enslave you. Not me personally, but the state can do it.
Well, there's citizens' arrest.
I don't think that's fully true.
No, read the 13th Amendment. It says slavery is illegal except as a punishment for crime. And this is when you get the way because the South, their entire industrial capacity was slaves, and so when they go north as well as when they get free, what do? Well, they started building their prison system, which you start inventing the loitering and some other laws. They're just people doing regular stuff. And then you can imprison them, turn them into slaves, make them be your chain gang.
Yeah, indentured servants.
It's just, I mean, it's better than what was before, but it's still kind of like a loophole.
Yeah, well, it was nice chatting with you.
Nice chatting with you as well.
Things happening.
You can look at me on there. It shows it right there.
Okay, I'm Sarah. What was your name?
I'm Sean. Nice to meet you.
Sean, nice to meet you. This is my son, River.
Nice to meet you, River. You guys will read that. Pass it to all the political people at the school.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you like to read a paper, sir? Would you like to read a paper? Only 2 pages. It's about America and our revolutionary traditions as a people. The people we fought are back in power. Would you like to read about America? Would you like to read about the People's Revolution? All right.
Then appeared the legendary Count Francula, 1611, a famous American first King James Christian local of Anchorage, Alaska. I gave him a copy excitedly.
Dude! Come on, you gotta fucking read about this, man. It's fucking America's history. It's the fucking thing they're trying to suppress. The people we fought in power, back in power. Mm-hmm. So I'm just giving a little awareness because that's all we can do at this moment because it takes a while for politics to get up here. How you doing today? Where's your brother? I thought you guys would be here together.
He's gonna be here in a few minutes.
Oh, nice. If you see him, when you see him, tell him to come over here too.
Will do.
Thank you. Have a good day. That man's a legendary man over there, and that man is a legendary man here in Anchorage. You just gotta know. If you're not in the know, you ain't in the know.
Then I had to give another one to him for his brother, the last Bible bender I knew in high school.
Copy for your brother.
Thank you.
Thank you as well. They're the famous twins. They ain't MAGA. They ain't for the Democrats. They for us people.